Hey everyone, welcome to my vlog. This is my first vlog and I thought why not start it with happiness, colors and lights. This video is dedicated for those who have settled in abroad and miss Tihar vibes of Kathmandu, as well as for those who have no idea on what Tihar is. Talking about Tihar, there's nothing about Tihar that is not fascinating. Not only does one worship God, but one appreciates and worships animals dear to them. One celebrates brothers and sisters born. One rejoices in delicacies and enjoys firecrackers, and the entire city dances with lights. The best part? You worship yourself too. How cool is that? Can you imagine any other festival of this world to be this multidimensional? Without further ado, taking you to the celebrations of second biggest festival of Nepal, Tihar or Yama Panchak. The first day of Yama Panchak is observed as Kak Tihar by feeding crows, which are regarded as messengers of Yamraj. On this very day, a Bhogate party was also organized in our college. It does not fall under Tihar celebrations at all, but it has become a trend since past 10 years. Our Tihar only begins with a Bhogate party. All the staffs assembled in the garden to prepare Sande ko Bhogate, and each individual was assigned with task. With pomelo cap on my head, I started peeling the fruits off. If you have no idea on what Sande ko Bhogate is, well, it is a mixed delicacy in which orange, pomelo, basically citrus fruits, is mixed with yogurt, sesame, sugar, salt, chili, and is finely tempered with fenugreek and turmeric roasted in oil. I alone ended up finishing 7 servings. Day 2. Every dog has its day. For that, I believe this quote was written by someone who had visited Nepal. With this, I guess you know what we do on the second day. The second day of the festival is known as Kukur Tihar. On this day, people worship their dogs, garland them, offer them delicious food and acknowledge the cherished relationship between humans and dogs. Hindu legend has it that Yama, the god of death, owned 2 guard dogs each with 4 eyes. The dogs watch over the gates of Naraka, the Hindu concept of hell. Those who don't have their own dogs offer food to the stray dogs. This time I celebrated Kukur Tihar in my workplace, where we worshipped 2 dogs. As not all staffs would come to office the next day, a small program was organized by NTV. Here's a look at it. Day 3. So the third day of Tihar is Lakshmi Puja, and my favorite. People light butter lamps and candles inside and outside of their households. They adorn their gates with marigold garlands and also make rangolis to welcome Goddess Lakshmi. People start cleaning their homes from early morning. It doesn't matter if your house isn't clean for the rest of the 364 days. But during Lakshmi Puja, it should be as clean as possible. The city was all yellow with marigolds and every household was exuding aroma of fresh sell rotis and anrasa. After worshipping Lakshmi, we set off for a bike ride. streets of Kathmandu were ablaze and had got that bridal glow with no power cuts, all thanks to Kulman Khishing. We could see groups playing Deusi and Bhailos. In Deusi and Bhailo, people go door to door in settlements singing Deusi Bhailo songs. The house owners offer gifts of silroti, rice grains and money to these people, and they share bounty among themselves. As I am very fond of lights, I along with my friends and sister went to Kirtipur to get a bird-eye view of the city. And the view was completely mesmerizing. Day 4. The fourth day of the 5-day-long festival is Govardhan Puja or Ma Puja, and is kind of mixed bag day. People worship ox and Govardhan Puja is observed across the country. On this day, people make replicas of the Govardhan mountain out of cow dung and worship it. Meanwhile, people of Newar community observe Ma Puja ritual in the evening where they worship themselves. Ma Puja is based on the religious belief that soul or self is the most important in the world, and that if the soul is satisfied, the gods are also satisfied, and one's life becomes meaningful and prosperous. As we don't celebrate this day with much gaiety, we enjoyed this day with silrotis and firecrackers. Day 5. The fifth day and the last day of Tihar festival is Bhai Tika. It is observed by sisters applying tilak or tika to the foreheads of their brothers to ensure long life and thank them for the protection they provide. The auspicious time for receiving Bhai Tika this year was 11:55 am. It is believed that Yamraj, the god of death, visited his sister goddess Yamuna on this day, during which she applied the auspicious tika on his forehead, garlanded him and fed him special dishes. Together they ate sweets, talked and enjoyed themselves to their heart's content. Upon parting, Yamraj gave the Yamuna a special gift as a token of his affection, and in return Yamuna gave him a lovely gift which she had made with her own hands. That day, Yamraj announced that anyone who receives tilak from his sister will never die on the day. In this ritual, sisters circles brothers dripping oil on the floor from a copper pitcher and applying oil to their brother's hair, following which a 7-color tika is applied on the brother's forehead. Next, brothers give tikas to their sisters in the same fashion with an exchange of gifts. This ritual is practiced regardless of whether the brother is younger or older than the sister. Those who have no brothers or sisters of their own receive tika from others whom they regard as brothers and sisters, or they go to Bal Gopaleshwar temple of Rani Pokhari. One of the saddest part was realizing that Bal Gopaleshwar temple of Rani Pokhari would not celebrate Tihar like it did before earthquake. But as the government opened the temple to public in order to preserve the long-standing tradition, individuals looked at the photos of Bal Gopaleshwar and celebrated the tika. That's all for this vlog. Feel free to share your Tihar experiences. Loads of love.